Have you ever opened your eyes in the middle of the night around 3 a.m. and wondered, why now? Why does this keep happening? The house is quiet, the world is dark, and yet your mind feels strangely awake. Many older adults experience this exact moment far more often than they talk about. And the surprising truth is, it's not random, and it's not just old age. Today, we're going to explore 5 powerful reasons why so many people start waking up around 3 a.m. as they grow older. Reasons rooted in real biology, shifting rhythms and changes in both the body and the heart. By the end of this video, you won't just understand why it happens, you'll have a clearer, kinder perspective on what your body is trying to tell you. Before we begin, remember this: every nighttime awakening holds a message. Let's uncover the first one. Reason number 1. A natural drop in your nighttime sleep hormone. One of the strongest forces behind early morning awakenings is something completely invisible. Your brain simply produces less melatonin as you age. Melatonin isn't just a sleep chemical. It's the quiet conductor of your internal nighttime orchestra, guiding your brain and body into deep rest. When you were younger, melatonin was released in strong, steady waves. It kept you asleep effortlessly, even through small noises or changes in the environment. But with age, these waves become gentle ripples. You may still fall asleep without issues, but around 2 or 3 a.m., your melatonin levels dip so low that your brain begins drifting toward wakefulness. Not because something is wrong, but because your body is following a new rhythm. There's another surprising twist. Older adults become far more sensitive to light. Even a small glow streetlights, hallway lights, your phone charging can suppress what little melatonin you naturally produce. That soft light might seem harmless, but to an aging brain, it's a signal that whispers, it's morning. Let me share an example. Take Mr. Dawson, a 71-year-old former engineer. For decades, he slept like a rock. But recently, he found himself fully awake every morning at 3 a.m. alert, not anxious. Once he learned about melatonin decline, he made simple changes. Darker curtains, no screens after dinner, a warm evening routine with dim light, a short stroll before bedtime. He still wakes early sometimes, but the difference is striking. He now understands his body instead of fighting it. This early wake-up isn't failure, it's biology. And when you work with your body, not against it, sleep becomes gentler and less stressful. But melatonin isn't the only clock shifting as we age. Sometimes the entire sleep schedule moves without you realizing it. Reason number 2. Your internal clock begins running earlier. Another powerful piece of this puzzle is something called advanced sleep phase, a natural shift in the body's circadian rhythm. As we grow older, our internal 24-hour clock slowly begins resetting itself. You may notice yourself feeling sleepy earlier in the evening sometimes without meaning to. And if you fall asleep earlier, you wake earlier. Not because of stress, not because something woke you, simply because your internal clock believes your night is over. Think about this. When you were younger, evenings were full work, conversations, chores, hobbies. Those activities pushed your sleep window later. But with age, evenings often become quieter, calmer, and less stimulating. Your brain receives fewer signals to stay awake, so it prepares for sleep sooner. Here's a familiar example. Helen, 69, eats dinner at 5:30 p.m., watches her favorite show, and often dozes off on the couch by 8:45. When she moves to bed at 9:15 p.m., she's already halfway through her night. So at 3 a.m., her brain assumes she's had enough rest. This isn't insomnia. This is your sleep window shifting forward quietly, gradually, almost politely. And here's the interesting part. If you gently extend your evening routine, brighter light physical movement, a conversation with a loved one, your internal clock often shifts with you. Your sleep isn't broken. It's simply rescheduled. But what if you aren't sleeping early, yet still wake up at 3 a.m.? The answer may lie deeper in your body itself. Reason number 3. Subtle physical discomfort interrupts deep rest. As the years pass, the body becomes more honest. It speaks through small signals, stiff joints, sensitive digestion, changes in bladder function, or mild aches that weren't there before. And the early morning hours, especially around 3 a.m., tend to magnify these sensations. Why? Because this is when the body reaches its lowest temperature. Muscles are fully relaxed, and pain perception is heightened. A tiny discomfort that wouldn't bother you during the day can be enough to pull you out of sleep at night. Common triggers include stiffness from arthritis, back or hip pressure from lying too long, dry mouth, acide de reflux, leg cramps, temperature shifts, nighttime thirst, medications that alter sleep cycles. And for many older adults, especially men, the bladder becomes less elastic with age, leading to nighttime bathroom trips that reset the brain into wake mode. Take Marilyn, 77, who started waking up every morning at 3:40. She didn't feel anxious. She didn't feel hungry. She just popped awake. After some reflection, she realized she always felt a slight tension in her lower back around that time. A better mattress, a warm bedtime stretch, and adjusting her evening fluid intake transformed her nights. Your 3 a.m. awakening might simply be your body whispering for comfort, not crying for help. Listening to it is an act of self-care, but physical changes only tell half the story. Sometimes the reason we wake up before dawn begins in our habits long before bedtime. Reason number 4. Lifestyle habits quietly shift your sleep rhythm. Not all 3 a.m. wake-ups come from biology or health. Sometimes it's your daily routine, the small, harmless habits that slowly reshape your internal clock without you realizing it. As life becomes gentler and less demanding with age, many people naturally eat dinner earlier, relax sooner in the evening, move less throughout the day, nap more frequently, spend evenings in dim, quiet environments. These changes seem minor, but together they create a powerful message for your brain. Nighttime has begun. If the brain starts releasing melatonin earlier, then your sleep cycle starts earlier. And when sleep starts earlier, it also ends earlier, often right around 3 or 4 a.m. There's also something many don't consider. Blood sugar naturally drops overnight, especially when dinner is early and light. Even if you don't feel hungry, a dip in glucose can nudge the body into wakefulness. Another sneaky culprit is caffeine. Your metabolism slows as you age, meaning that a cup of tea or coffee at 3 p.m. may still be lingering in your system 9 hours later, lightening sleep just enough to make early awakenings more likely. Let's look at an example. Ernest, 73, recently retired. His structured days became slower and more flexible. He'd eat dinner at 5 p.m., watch the news, doze off in his recliner, then head to bed by 8:45. Before long, he began waking up at 3 a.m. sharp. Nothing was wrong, his routine had simply shifted forward. When he added a walk in late afternoon, brighter lighting in the evening, a light snack before bed, and a rule to avoid napping after 6 p.m., his wake-up time naturally moved closer to dawn. Routines whisper to your brain louder than you think. When your days change, your nights change too. Small shifts in your habits can reshape your entire sleep rhythm. But even when your routine is perfect, there's one more force that can open your eyes at 3 a.m., the quiet voice of your own emotions. Reason number 5, emotional and psychological restlessness. Not all awakenings come from the body. Some rise gently from the heart. As people grow older, life becomes quieter. The noise fades, routines slow down, and the mind finally has room to reflect. And in that stillness, especially in the early morning hours, old memories, unresolved feelings, and forgotten thoughts can drift to the surface. This isn't the sharp, stressful anxiety we might experience in youth. It's softer, more introspective, like an echo from the past. You may wake up and find your mind stirring quietly, revisiting memories, replaying moments you miss, thinking about loved ones, reflecting on decisions, wondering about the future, longing for someone to talk to, or simply sensing something unsettled. This emotional restlessness is far more common than people admit. Loneliness can also play a subtle role, not necessarily painful loneliness, but the gentle kind that appears when life becomes quieter. Children grow busy, or friends move far away. Think of Margaret, 78. During the day, she gardens, reads, and keeps in touch with her family. But at 3 a.m., she often wakes with her mind full of memories, her late husband's laugh, the trips they never took, the things she wishes she could say. She eventually realized she wasn't waking because of poor sleep. She was waking because her heart finally had space to speak. So she began keeping a small journal next to her bed. Each time she woke, she wrote down whatever floated to the surface. Not pages, just a few honest lines. And she created a nightly ritual of playing soft music or writing a note to a friend before bed. Those small acts created emotional release, and her 3 a.m. awakenings grew lighter and less troubling. The early hours of the morning are when the mind feels safest to open up. If emotions rise at 3 a.m., it's not a flaw, it's wisdom surfacing. Listening to these moments may bring a deeper form of rest than sleep itself. Now that you understand the why, let's pull everything together so you can approach your nights with confidence, clarity, and compassion. Learning to understand your 3 a.m. wake-ups. As we bring these insights together, take a moment to reflect. Which of these reasons felt familiar to you? Hormonal changes, a shifted sleep cycle, physical discomfort, lifestyle rhythms, emotional wakefulness. Each one offers a different doorway into understanding your body, and not one of them points to weakness or decline. In fact, the opposite is true. Your 3 a.m. awakenings show that your brain is adapting, your body is communicating, your heart is still open and responsive, and your inner rhythms are evolving with time. There is a quiet strength in noticing your patterns, a deeper peace that comes from understanding your body rather than fighting it, and a powerful freedom that arrives when you choose compassion over frustration. A gentle invitation to reflect. Before we wrap up, take a slow breath and tune into your own experience. What did tonight's exploration reveal for you? Maybe you recognized the quiet shift in your internal clock. Maybe you saw how your habits create a new rhythm without you realizing. Or maybe, just maybe, you discovered that your heart has been holding more thoughts than your daytime hours allow. Whatever resonated with you, know this. Your 3 a.m. wake-ups are not a problem to be ashamed of. They are signals. And the more you understand them, the more empowered you become to find peace, rest, and balance, not just at night, but in your whole life. You're not broken. You're evolving. Your body is still communicating. Every stage of life brings new ways your body speaks to you. Earlier in life, it shouted through energy, hunger, passion, and movement. Now, it speaks more softly through subtle signals, shifting rhythms, and early morning whispers. When you wake at 3 a.m., your brain is adjusting, your hormones are adapting, your memories are resurfacing, your emotions are stretching, and your body is guiding you toward deeper understanding. Instead of fighting those moments, try leaning into them. Sometimes the insight you gain during quiet hours becomes the wisdom you carry through the day. A new way to approach your nights. As you move forward, consider experimenting gently with your routines. Soften your evenings, but don't rush into bed too early. Add small moments of movement. Late in the day, dim your lights without letting your home become too dark. Create rituals that comfort your mind and heart. Give your emotions space before sleep. Listen to your body kindly, not critically. You might be surprised how a few simple changes can shift your entire relationship with sleep. You're not alone in this journey. Millions of older adults around the world experience early morning awakenings. Not because they're unhealthy, not because they're stressed, but because the rhythms of life change and the body changes with them. The more openly we understand these changes, the less fear and frustration we feel, and the more compassion we discover for ourselves and others walking the same path. If something in this video spoke to you, if you learned something new about yourself, if you finally feel a sense of relief or clarity, share it. Leave a comment and tell us the one insight you're taking with you today. Your words may be exactly what another viewer needs to hear. Thank you for spending this time exploring your nighttime awakenings and learning more about your beautifully changing body. If you found this helpful, consider sharing it with someone who might appreciate the comfort or understanding. Here's to quieter nights, softer awakenings, and mornings filled with clarity and peace. We'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue uncovering the hidden wisdom of aging and how to move through this stage of life with strength, grace, and confidence.